Please subscribe my channel. I never imagined that one joke could destroy a marriage, but that's precisely what took place. I said something thoughtless, something I intended as a sarcastic remark, and it hit like a sharp knife. My name is Sarah Mitchell. I'm 36 years old, and until about a year ago, I was married to Ryan Brooks. We had been a couple for 12 years and married for 9. We weren't flawless, but we seemed steady, or at least that's what I thought. We had daily habits, divided chores, calm evenings, and the deep connection that builds over years. I figured that made us strong and lasting. Ryan was never a noisy type of guy. He had a job in supply chain management with demanding hours, detailed tasks, and little excitement. He expressed his love through helpful actions. He repaired items before they failed. He kept track of doctor visits and other plans. He always paid bills on time. He wasn't full of romantic words, but he was always there. I often poked fun at him for being so reliable, and he would give that quiet little grin, as if he knew a secret I missed. Now, thinking back, that grin seems like a sign I overlooked. The joke came out on a regular Tuesday evening. Simple pasta boiling on the stove, rain lightly hitting the kitchen window, and the TV softly playing in the other room. We were chatting about a coworker of mine who was outgoing and fun, nothing serious, and I made a casual remark. I chuckled and said, "At least he knows how to make a person feel desired. Maybe I ought to date a guy like that." I rolled my eyes, hoping Ryan would laugh it off or joke back. I waited for some reaction, but instead, everything went quiet. Ryan didn't yell. He didn't question if I meant it. He didn't blame me for anything. He simply stared at me, truly stared, as if looking at an unfamiliar person in my body. The mood in the room shifted completely. I tried to fix it. I explained it was clearly just a joke, and that I was only teasing. I even forced another laugh, too loud, attempting to bring things back to usual. He nodded just once. Then he switched off the stove, grabbed his plate, and headed to the guest bedroom. I spent that night by myself in bed. Annoyed more than concerned, I convinced myself he was overdoing it. Couples tease about worse stuff, don't they? The following morning, half his clothes were gone from the closet. By night, it was empty. He placed his keys on the kitchen counter, left his phone charger plugged in, and cleaned his favorite coffee mug, setting it upside down to dry. All of it was tidy and final. He left no letter. He sent no text. He simply vanished from my world, as if he had never intended to remain forever. For several days, I told myself he just wanted some time alone. Weeks went by. I sent messages, made calls, wrote emails. Nothing came back. When I finally got in touch with his sister, Megan, her tone was kind but cool. She told me Ryan was okay and requested that I stop reaching out to him. That was the end of it. No details, no fight, no opportunity to say sorry the right way. The man I slept next to for almost 10 years disappeared over one careless comment I made without much thought. At the start, I felt mad. I kept replaying the scene in my mind, changing it mentally, persuading myself that anyone sensible would see it as harmless fun. I shared with friends that he was making too big a deal of it. A few agreed, others stayed silent. But in the quiet late nights, when the home seemed overly large and empty, uncertainty started to grow. I began reviewing our history, searching for signs of problems I had missed. The times he grew silent when I mentioned feeling unnoticed. The moments he shut down when I teased him about being dull. I believed I was just being lighthearted. Perhaps I was actually hurtful. The hard truth I avoided was straightforward. Ryan valued faithfulness deeply. For him, closeness wasn't only about the body. It meant honor and respect. It meant trusting that your partner wouldn't lightly dream of someone else. When I joked about another guy, I didn't merely question loyalty. In that quick, unthinking moment, I showed him he could be swapped out, that the security he created wasn't important if I found something funnier to say. Months passed. The divorce documents showed up with no prior discussion. Straightforward, organized, no requests, no anger, just closure. I filled in the blanks as instructed and sent them back with unsteady hands. I considered adding a note, trying to clarify, pleading for a talk, or anything else. I held back. Deep down, I knew he wouldn't bother reading it. Ryan wasn't the type to act on impulse. Once he concluded something was finished, it remained finished. Folks asked me today what I took away from it. They want a big life lesson or a caution about teasing. The real insight isn't that jokes are risky. It's that our words uncover truths we don't even know we're sharing. My comment didn't plant uncertainty in him. It revealed a divide that was already there between us. He noticed it right away. I did not. I still miss him when I cook meals alone. When an appliance breaks and no one fixes it. When I have a little success and want to tell someone who understands the effort behind it. I avoid making jokes like that now. Not out of fear of results, but because I now grasp their importance. Certain people don't fight or raise their voices. They pay attention, make a choice, and walk away. When they leave, they carry their quiet with them. And no sorry is strong enough to call them home again.